There's more reaction to the story everyone's talking about. The CEO caught on Kiss Cam at a Coldplay concert, snuggling with his head of human resources. Today, there are serious questions whether they will be forced to leave their job.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
The woman who shot that now infamous Coldplay Kiss Cam that caught two executives apparently cheating is speaking out to Inside Edition. 28-year-old Grace Springer was at the concert at the Gillette Stadium in Boston and captured the moment that has now been viewed 53 million times.
I could have never guessed that it would be such high-profile individuals in the video. I do feel sorry for their partners and spouses that they had to find out this way.
You think if they had not tried to hide, Coldplay would have moved on?
100%. I think if they acted natural, no one would have thought twice. What a cute couple. I mean, I'm sure people in their inner circle might have caught something, but I definitely wouldn't have posted that video if the reaction wasn't the way that it was.
This requires, to me, not one, but two resignations.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
He's married with teenage children. Kristin Cabot has been divorced for 3 years. She was hired just 8 months ago. And now that 15 seconds of video is having a devastating impact on both of their lives. Byron's wife isn't laughing. She's scrubbed her social media.
I think cheating is an abomination, okay? And this man has a wife, he has children, these kids are gonna have to watch and see this. They don't look, I would be devastated if I was his wife.
I do feel bad for the wife of this individual, and if the HR director's married, I feel bad for the hubby. Because to find this out via such a public venue has to be really heartbreaking. Forget about being embarrassed. Being heartbroken is 100 times worse. And if children are involved in these relationships, what can you say? All right, my heart goes out to you.
Kiss cam is really sort of a bad idea.
It depends on who you are.
Yeah, what you're on.
It will reveal all, I think. It depends on what part of the story you're in on this. So Jumbotron's Kiss Cam is a big event.
They don't even get caught if they're just both at the concert together. They only get caught because they're openly canoodling at the concert. It betrays a lack of respect for any sort of judgment, but also for a basic value system.
She almost didn't post it. Grace Springer, a 28-year-old Coldplay fan from Boston, was just another face in the crowd at Gillette Stadium. The lights were blinding, Chris Martin was mid-song, and the Kiss Cam was panning across the audience. She thought nothing of it, just another concert clip for her camera roll. But that 15-second video on her phone, the one she nearly deleted, has now spiraled into a corporate scandal with Andy Byron, the billionaire tech CEO of Astronomer, at the center. And now, Grace claims she's facing legal threats from Byron's team. She's finally breaking her silence. If they just smiled or waved, I wouldn't have posted it, Grace told Inside Edition. But they didn't smile, they didn't laugh, they froze, and that's when Grace knew something was off.
Who blew the whistle? The two executives caught on that now infamous Coldplay Kiss Cam were first identified on a TikTok account of someone who apparently works at the company. Oh my God, that looks like Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Astronomer Chief People Officer Kristin Cabot.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
That's going to be one awkward board meeting, if not a couple divorces too. Whoever wrote the post was believed to have also attended the concert in Boston. And it sure seems that he or she works at the company. They knew Kristin Cabot's precise title in HR, and they also knew that both executives are married.
Oh, we know who we are. We know who they are.
So the video was captured from a Coldplay concert in Boston. Can you imagine getting busted at a Coldplay concert of all places? Frontman Chris Martin clocked that could maybe be the two of them having an affair as the video went.
Let's rewind to that night. The stadium was packed, 65,000 fans swaying under the neon lights. Coldplay was halfway through their set when the Kiss Cam appeared on the big screen. Couples laughed and leaned in for the classic shot. And then Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot appeared on the screen. At first, no one in the crowd knew who they were, just two executives caught off guard looking unusually tense. The crowd waited for them to laugh it off, but instead, Andy's shoulders tightened, Kristin ducked her face, and Chris Martin, unaware of the firestorm he was about to trigger, quipped, either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. The crowd roared, the camera moved on, but that moment had already become a ticking time bomb.
She whips her back to the camera.
Yeah.
And he actually bends down to get out of like squatting to get out of the sight. Honestly, they should have listened to me. Look, well, he's really hugging her. It's tight.
Yeah, you just lean in. You have to lean in at that point.
Right?
Grace uploaded the video with no caption, no context, just the awkward moment for her friends to see. Within hours, TikTok picked it up. 53 million views later, the internet had identified the couple. Andy Byron, CEO of the billion-dollar AI company Astronomer, and Kristin Cabot, the company's recently hired head of human resources and married to Andrew Cabot, a well-known Boston entrepreneur. And that's when the whisper started. Andy is married with 3 children. Kristin's marriage? Suddenly under intense scrutiny.
Well, good call from the lead man there, because it turns out that they were, in fact, probably having an affair.
They're both married, not for long.
So Coldplay hasn't made a single in years, and now they just made 2 last night.
In hours, Andy Byron's carefully curated public image collapsed, and Kristin Cabot's life became tabloid fodder. Before this, Andy Byron was Silicon Valley's untouchable golden boy. He built Astronomer, a cutting-edge AI startup, into a billion-dollar empire, landing government contracts, investor worship, and keynote spots at major tech conferences. He had the perfect brand, visionary CEO, family man, the face of ethical AI. But the Kiss Cam video blew a hole straight through that image, and Kristin, her meteoric rise at Astronomer is now under a microscope.
The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed, of all places, on Kiss Cam.
Fallout tonight after an awkward Kiss Cam moment at a Coldplay concert went viral across the globe. Now, we've now learned that the technology company Astronomer has announced that its CEO, Andy Byron, seen here, as you saw, embracing a woman who is not his wife, has resigned from the company. The company's board of directors accepted that resignation today.
Good-looking CEO sleeps with the secretary, in this case not the secretary, but someone under him, a head of HR, and they're going to a concert, and they're not doing anything obscene exactly. They're just kind of hugging and having this weird kind of oddly romantic affair, and then getting caught, feeling shame, trying to hide it. It's all terrible. It's all sinful. It's all completely degenerate.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there, full stop. But if you want to be a retarded scumbag, then you can go cheat on your wife at a concert where you're liable to be put on a massive camera in front of everyone, tens of thousands of people here in Boston, watching this.
Kristin was hired just 8 months ago as a head of HR, but her rapid climb raised eyebrows even before the scandal. She skipped normal corporate hierarchy and had direct access to Andy, something almost no one else enjoyed. Board members whispered about favoritism. Employees noticed she was present at executive meetings that technically weren't her territory. Some insiders claim Andy personally overrode hiring policies to bring her on board, giving her unusual autonomy over sensitive matters. What once looked like a bold leadership shakeup now looks like something far more personal.
52-year-old Kristin Cabot's fate still hangs in the balance. She's married to Andrew Cabot, heir to one of New England's oldest and most prestigious families, the Cabots.
This is my casino. Step out. Bring your money.
Cabot is a CEO of a boutique rum company. Here he is at a tasting in Paris. Those few seconds of video at the Coldplay concert are triggering a cultural tsunami. People are even betting online on whether the marriages survive.
How are you, an HR director, having an affair with the CEO? I'm guessing you didn't see the trainings that you've been assigning the employees. Forget HR. You are done in HR for the rest of your life. You will not run another HR department, because as soon as they Google your name and see a picture of you booed up with somebody else's husband who's also the CEO of your company, they're going to laugh that application right into the trash can.
He's the CEO of a company called Astronomer, and that is his chief people officer. Is that what we're calling HR now? That is so weird. Chief people officer, Kristin Cabot, C-A-B-O-T. The problem here is that Andy Byron is married to someone other than Kristin Cabot, who, again, the irony of her being head of HR, and he has 2 children, and it appears that they were caught in what appears to be an affair.
Here's Astronomer's leadership. This is Andy Byron. And right down here is the Chief People Officer. There you go. Kristin Cabot, Chief People Officer. Although the weird thing is that if you click on their LinkedIns and poof, they're gone. Deleted their LinkedIns. Too bad, you know? They'll be a scumbag. And if you are a scumbag, then, well, I guess you deserve this.
By the following Monday, Astronomer's headquarters was in chaos. Employees leaked Slack messages showing late-night emoji exchanges between Andy and Kristin. Messages that had nothing to do with work. One senior engineer reportedly walked out mid-meeting saying, "If this is our leadership, I'm out." Then came the devastating financial hit. A Fortune 100 partner invoked a misconduct clause and pulled a $50 million contract citing reputational damage. The board is panicking. PR teams are desperately trying to spin this as a private matter, but the damage is already public.
Astronomer says that they are committed to the values and culture that have guided us since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability, and recently that standard was not met. Andy Byron has tendered his resignation, and the board of directors has accepted. The board will begin a search for our next chief executive as co-founder, and the chief product officer, Pete DeJoy, continues to serve as interim CEO. Before this week, we were known as a pioneer in the data ops space, helping data teams power everything from modern analytics to production AI. While awareness of our company may have changed overnight, our product and our work for our customers have not. We're continuing to do what we do best, helping our customers with their toughest data and AI problems.
They've now locked all their comments. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is Andy Byron and HR having an affair still hold their positions at the company? Is it ethical?
If Astronomer thought Kristin would quietly resign, they were wrong. She's lawyered up, demanding a severance package worth millions, and insiders say she's prepared to release private messages and emails if she's forced out without a deal. One source close to the situation said, if Kristin goes down, Andy goes with her. She's holding cards no one expected. The fallout from a 15-second clip has turned into a high-stakes corporate standoff.
And from the internet didn't stop.
This is pretty viral stuff. Or do we have to get HR involved? I know that HR was involved.
The moral of the story here is don't get caught on Kiss Cam. And the tidbit is that's not his wife.
If you're gonna have an affair, why would you bring her to a concert in public where everybody can see you? What if you even ran into someone you knew? Who cares about the Jumbotron? What if you ran into someone you knew? Huh?
And can we talk about the employee that was with them? She obviously knows what's going on because she's there. I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the office.
Forget the Epstein files. I want to see the text messages of that Astronomer CEO that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
While Astronomer scrambles, Andy's personal life is collapsing. His wife has reportedly deleted her social media and has already met with divorce attorneys. A friend told Page 6, "She's humiliated. This wasn't just cheating, this was cheating on the world's biggest stage." Kristin's husband, Andrew Cabot, is said to be furious. Insiders claim he's gone completely silent publicly, but is meeting with legal counsel.
Eagle-eyed observers online noted his wife has already changed her Facebook profile, removing her married name. And just like his marriage, he's also blown up the internet.
The moment involves married tech CEO Andy Byron, caught with his coworker and HR chief. After the video spread, Byron's wife deactivated her social media.
We feel for her. So
Yes.
the CEO, Andy Byron, just released a statement where he apologizes to his partner, his kids, and his company. But
His wife has now deactivated her account. The wife later dropped her married name on her Facebook account.
I don't know what's worse. Finding out in 8K that your husband is a fan of Coldplay, or that he's cheating on you at the Coldplay concert, or then he's cheating on you with an old woman.
What a class act. Go, Megan. Get that divorce lawyer and get the money. Okay, so.
Meanwhile, social media is flooded with empathy for both families, especially the children caught in the middle of this very public implosion. Even Coldplay's team wants nothing to do with this scandal. At their next show, the Kiss Cam segment was quietly removed. Chris Martin has reportedly been advised to stay silent, not because he caused this mess, but because his offhand joke detonated a corporate nightmare.
I think that the actual star of this story, though, is Chris Martin, who decides, given an opportunity here, to let these people off the hook and just let the camera move along, to suggest explicitly that these people are either having an affair. I mean, seriously? You just throw the fans under the bus who paid their hard-earned money for these tickets?
I feel bad for so many people involved in this. Like, Chris Martin is one of the sweetest guys. I'm a huge Coldplay fan. Like, really a genuinely sweet guy who's trying to do the world better. He's trying to showcase people having loving moments. And it sure looks like these two are in love, Kim. Very, very confident in such a public space. Yeah. You would think they're a couple. Would you not, Kim?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that surprises me about this is how public this is.
Grace never expected her video to go viral, let alone cause this. I thought it was just a cute moment, she said, but their reaction, that's what made me post it. She's now facing legal threats from Andy Byron's team, who claim the video has caused irreparable harm. But most legal experts say the lawsuit is a long shot. It was a public event, and the clip wasn't manipulated in any way. Still, Grace has become an unlikely central figure. She's already been approached by brands, though she insists she's not looking to cash in. They reacted, the internet did the rest, she said.
This is the guy that is his head of HR. They were caught in an obvious embrace. And as soon as that cam went on them and they saw their image up on the thing, it was the worst cover-up ever. She turned her back to the camera and he just like, he looked totally humiliated, embarrassed.
It's time to kiss it goodbye. Baseball is probably not the only thing you can say that about.
Parodies and memes are flying.
Come on, you okay?
Oh, look at these two.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you okay? Oh, what?
Behind closed doors, this has become a war of lawyers and NDAs. Andy's camp is trying to suppress leaks. Kristin's camp is threatening to release receipts. Some insiders believe that if Kristin's evidence comes out, Astronomer could face regulatory investigations for corporate misconduct. Investors are pulling back. Multiple backers have quietly frozen funding rounds, citing leadership instability. Astronomer's rumored IPO may never happen now. Analysts are slashing its valuation amid fears of a full leadership collapse. Grace says she wants nothing to do with the corporate drama, but that's easier said than done. She's been both praised and vilified online, receiving messages ranging from "thank you for exposing the truth" to "you ruined their lives." In a subtle hint, Grace revealed she has more footage from that night, clips she hasn't released yet. Whether she shares them or not could determine how much worse this gets. This isn't just a scandal anymore, it's a cautionary tale about the age of viral humiliation. A single awkward reaction, broadcast on a stadium screen, has the power to tear down billion-dollar empires and unravel personal lives in hours. Andy Byron might lose his job, Kristin Cabot might walk away with a settlement, the spouses and kids, they'll be left to pick up the pieces, far away from the comment sections. The Coldplay Kiss is no longer about who kissed or who didn't. It's about how a moment meant to be forgotten became a digital wildfire. And with new leaks, lawsuits, and family drama still unfolding, this story isn't close to over. Because if there's one thing the internet loves, it's watching powerful people fall. And right now, Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot are falling fast. The question now isn't who's guilty, it's who survives.